guys? Welcome back to another Animal Company VR video here on the channel. And today we are joined by the beautiful Miss Sky Girl. And I'm not gonna lie, we just got done with a bunch of zoomies. But today, I have some very fun news, because in today's video, we're going to be going back to the secret map that is inside of Animal Company. So we're going to go and explore that today. Hello, and welcome back to some more Animal Company VR here on the channel. And in today's video, as you guys can tell, our setup has definitely changed, because in this one, we'll actually be going and moving our setup to the basement of my home. So what you guys are seeing here, this is going to be the future setup for the YouTube room, baby. We're going to get our shelves here. We're going to be having like a bunch of lighting. I am honestly so excited to go and get this set up, bro. It's going to be amazing. And if you guys have been following along for the last few videos, you would probably already know that I've been doing a lot more of my content in my living room that is upstairs. And that was just a very temporary setup until I could find a way to actually get all of my stuff down here. But now, enough yapping, boys, because today we have some more exploration to go and tackle inside of Animal Company. And if you guys didn't already read the title or see the thumbnail of today's video, we're going to be going and adventuring to the secret map that is out in the distance. I have no idea if we're actually able to still go the original way that we did in the last week, but I'm hoping that we'll actually be able to go and tackle that, because apparently there's a little something that they've gone and added to that zone that I want to go and see for myself. So first things first, the most important item that we're going to need is the Uwu backpack. I also need to go and grab an umbrella, and then on top of that, I definitely want to go and bring a teleportation grenade, and then a few other items too. If I remember correctly, I definitely need to go and bring a ray gun to help us get all the way over there. So we got our ray gun, we got a teleportation grenade, and we also have our Uwu backpack. Okay, so if I remember correctly, we have to go and basically drop this grenade enough times for just a half clip through the floor. And then all we have to do is drop it and hope that we don't go rolling off the map. And sure enough, here we are in the darkness. We are now in the void, but we need to go and grab ourselves the umbrella just to make sure that we don't go and fall into the void. But probably one of the scariest parts about doing this method is making sure that you don't go and hit the water as you're going and flying through this. So we have to make sure to not clip on that, because if we do, that will result in our death. But if I remember correctly, we just have to fly somewhere kind of in this direction, and we should eventually see like some sort of like cell station or like kind of the layout of that new map, and it should bring us right on in to the secret map. And sure enough, it's a little bit to our right. So if we can just go and glide this way, we should be able, if this works right. We are now in the new area, ladies and gentlemen, and we did that first try. That was super, super smooth. But it looks like they definitely have the nut horizon going and working over here. They also have the stash over here. We got like the main shop. But for some reason, it looks like the buttons are also a little glitched out. Like they have like some weird colors going on with that too. And then plus, of course, they also have the Shrek busted little thing here, dude. This is probably like one of my favorite Easter eggs to go and see in the game. Like considering the fact like they almost knew that people were going to come out of their way to go and find this area in the map. And the fact that they're embracing that with the big old Ogie, like, bro, it's so good. I wish there was some way that we could go and claim this item and keep it in our stash, bro. Just to, like, prove that we actually made it over here and found it. But now, guys, it is adventuring time. And one of the first things that I ended up seeing was the nut horizon over on this side. But what I'm really excited about is the way that they're going to be going and redoing the shop. It looks like they definitely have changed like kind of the layout the way like it normally looks in the original zone, but for the most part, it's pretty similar to what we've seen. The only thing that's a little bit concerning is why do these look like big bowls of macaroni, bro? But overall, it definitely looks very like clean for like the setup and layout for now, but I'm really curious to see how it's going to turn out once it actually fully drops in the game, dude. But now let's go and move on, because I want to see if there's any other like new items or like any, you know, little secrets they're going and hiding in this map too, because there was a lot of, you know, people saying that, you know, they've been seeing a bit more development on this update cycle, which is kind of cool to see. I want to say this definitely was not here the first time around, right? So I want to say this is new, and they're just kind of like going out of their way to go and build the environment a little bit more, you know, like throughout this week, which is super, super cool, man. I think one of my favorite parts about this is like being able to see like throughout the update cycle of how they're going out of their way to go and update this. Like we're actually seeing the progress slowly being made if you're able to go and make your way out of here. And then like this, I assume is probably like to the mines area. It's got like kind of the similar signs and the keep out thing here. On this side, I would like to imagine this is probably to like forest and all that type of stuff. And then on this end, this looks to be more of like the sewers vibe. I may be completely wrong. It could be completely flipped. But just like with the way the stumps are and the trees that they're going and designing here, I would strongly suggest that like that's probably going to be the forest zone. It just kind of has that vibe with it. And this kind of has like that rocky, weird style. So this honestly has like the best likelihood of probably being the sewers, I would have to imagine. But still, regardless, it is really interesting to see it like just slowly being developed as we go. But from the outside looking in, I'm really impressed with how they're actually doing the layout of the new lobby though. Like originally when I first heard the idea of this, I was like really concerned that it was going to be like too congested. It was going to feel weird. And honestly, I wasn't like too excited for that change. But after coming here and visiting it and seeing how they're like going and basically developing this, I am really liking the style. And I'm hoping eventually like this will allow a lot more opportunity for them to go and expand like different routes and like, you know, different, basically different map ideas as well. Because if you take a look here, there's only the 3 paths on this end. And then you look on this side, and honestly, it's pretty free, dude. I mean, we just got the shop, and we got the nut horizon. But honestly, there's like so much more opportunity for them to go and continue to build along this. And especially with like this lobby being a bit smaller, I think it's going to allow the team to do a lot more with the way that they go and explore like different ideas and different maps in the future. I feel like one of the biggest issues that Animal Company would probably face, like down the road, is the fact that this is a quest game. So there's only like so much you can go and cram in for this to work on Quest 2 and the Quest 3 and all that type of stuff. So for them to go out of their way to kind of condense this map and make it a bit easier to run, I think it's going to give them a bit more room to kind of do like some new map ideas and build along that for the adventure mode. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but man, I really, really hope that's going to be the truth, man, because I want to see some new maps, boys. Like, we haven't had like a crazy new map since like basically Mines and of course the Backrooms update. But I would like to say like the last major update for a map had to be Mines, bro. Like, that one was just nuts. But one thing I want to go and test is I want to see if this sell machine actually works. I don't know if it's going to glitch out or break anything, but I'm kind of like tempted to just like give it a shot. I want to see if we can actually do it. Let's see. We got a whole $5. Oh, actually, we got $6 from one flashlight. That is a terrible ripoff, but I do want to go back up to the top and see if they did change anything else over on this end too. So, Mr. Hoverboard, let's go up to the tippy top. I don't know if I'm going to have enough juice in this thing to actually make it all the way up. But I love all like the little hangout spots they've gone out of their way to go and create. I think that's just like so fun, dude. But like right up here, we got like the GameCube, we got Sky on the screen. But yeah, it doesn't seem like they've added a crazy amount of new things here, but it is very cool to see that they've actually gone and developed the shop, because seeing the shop getting added and the Nut Horizon and basically the main lobby section here, it just makes me think that we're probably gonna be seeing this update in like the coming weeks, whether this be like the next week's update or within the next few weeks. But now let's yap about the new lobby, boys. Okay, I want to ask you guys personally about this. What do you feel about the new lobby layout? Because personally, I think it makes a lot of sense, and it actually really works. I like the flow idea of it. I like the idea that we have like different routes to go and basically get to. The nice part is you don't have to go like a super far ways away just to get to the zones you want to explore. I think just the flow makes a lot of sense, and I'm actually really excited about it. But obviously, I want to hear your guys' opinions too, because having a change that is this big is definitely going to be something that's just very different for a lot of us who have been playing for quite a while now. And especially for like the OGs that were here around like the Stumps time where we didn't even have fingers, bro. This game has definitely changed a ton since then. Well, with that being said, guys, I think that's going to make it for this video of going exploring the new map here inside of Animal Company. If you did end up enjoying this video and would like to see more content made on the game, I definitely suggest going and clicking that subscribe button right down below. And also on top of that, be sure to keep an eye out for some future videos, because we're going to be doing a house tour very soon. But yeah, with that being said, guys, that's be it from me. Hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, keep it toasty, my friends. Laters!
I got some shells for you, boy!
Oh, it's in his eye! Oh, I fixed it! I would have died!
Well, right here.
Armageddon! Yeah!
Why in the heck do you not have clothes on?
You took my banana, and now you must suffer the consequences!